Sure. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Happy Tuesday.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, Carla, how are you?
Fine.
Everything situated on my end. Welcome back to another Tuesday. Glad to have you guys here. Let me make sure I'm recording. Great, we're recording. Awesome. How's everyone doing today?
Doing pretty good.
Great.
Fantastic.
Hey, Shani, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing great, doing great. Sweet. Shani, real quick, did you ever get that thing fixed with your the contacts auto deleting and stuff?
Yeah, they claimed it's been fixed. I guess I had a trigger, or rather a condition to where wherever there was negative trigger words, it was
Mhm.
deleting them out the system. But it didn't make sense to me when they said that to me because the they were really, a lot of them were like yes, that they were interested, or whatever the case may be, and those were the ones that were also getting kicked out. And those aren't negative triggers or negative words, so I didn't understand what they were saying. I had to draft my workflow, but I think last night, I think it was, I published it back. So I haven't really been, today's been a rough day. So um
Gotcha.
but I'll circle back around it. But for now, I mean, I've been communicating. I'm trying to get some deals, talking to a buyer. He is slow, and I'm waiting for him to get back to me on this one deal. So
I know how that goes because listen,
Mhm.
buyers are definitely moving a little slower than usual. Um,
Mhm.
that is to be expected with this crazy market. Sweet.
Why do you think
Carla,
they're
how's
moving
everything going?
slower?
Go ahead. What say that? What was your question?
Why are they moving slower? Is it
Because
over
most markets,
analysis or something?
no, most markets have a very like a very high influx of like inventory on the market. So there is a lot of stuff that's just posted up for sale. So whenever there's a lot of stuff posted up for sale, typically buyers tend to have better negotiation room, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Well, I
Yeah.
had a buyer yesterday that I spoke to, which I was actually pretty blown away. It's one of our national buyers. Very, very nice guy. Um,
Hmm.
they are sitting on very high inventory. Sales are low, obviously, as we all know, because of the rates, and it's not just here in Florida, it's everywhere, right? So he said it's hurting their business. While they're still currently buying in the market that I was talking to him about, they want it now to where they were before paying anywhere maybe between 30 or 40 to now, I mean, they still around roughly around that range, but to even entertain it, he's talking about 19K. And I'm like, excuse me? So like
Oh,
he laughed about it.
Lord.
Like we literally laughed about it. I was like, man, you weren't kidding. Like they're not even joking. Like that's how bad it is, and it's hurting their business. So while a lot of these buyers may be buying, they are sitting on that's two buyers now. One of my other buyer, he's been down since the beginning of the year, still on hold all year because of the market. So
Yeah.
Wow.
And and to your point, to your question, Carlo, whenever buyers are holding on to inventory, meaning like if these builders are, building houses, buying lots, and then when they go to resell them, it's taking a long time for them to, sell off the houses that they did build. That will play a part into why, things are moving a little slow. They're not going to be as hungry to, buy more lots when they still have, X amount of homes that they need to get rid of before they continue buying as well too.
Does that apply to the big buyers that she referred to, or custom builders, or all builders?
Most big buyers will probably like fall into that category because they buy in bulk. So they
Okay.
sometimes buy more than they buy faster than they can build. So I would assume that your national builders or your bigger players, they have a lot more inventory than your mom and pop builders. Because your mom and pop builders, they may not necessarily buy, 20, 30, 50 lots at a time, like, a DR Horton or Adams Homes or something like that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But that people are just being a little bit more cautious, and I think that's also kind of like something to be aware about and be Anthony says he can't hear me.
Oh, I can hear you just fine.
Okay.
Could be on his end. He may have to fix the speaker on his end.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. But I was going to say that with this market, that when there's a lot of obviously inventory and things of that nature, we have to kind of be aware of this as well too, because this plays a part in how we negotiate with sellers. Right now, buyers are definitely going to be looking at a price that's advantageous to them, because they're taking on a bigger risk, because it's a longer waiting period to resell. So like, for example, we have this deal in Texas that's set to close at the end of the month, and this lady was trying to sell this piece of lot, and this was actually a deal that I reviewed with you guys in the group a while ago. The one that we could divide up into three, or potentially divide up into three. So we ended up finding a buyer for it that just going to take it as is, but this buyer is not in a rush to build. They just want to buy it and sit on it. The seller at one point had this listed at like 185. And then luckily over the course of time, by the time we got to her, she's already tried listing it on the market with realtors. She's already tried working with other wholesalers, and we got her down to 100, right? So luckily we were able to find someone interested at like 115, 120-ish. And then we ended up agreeing at 117.5. But if this was a year ago, 6 months ago, that lot technically should have sold for like 185, almost 200. So that goes to show you, like, obviously home prices, even though, prices, it shouldn't affect how we view our position in transactions, but it should, we do have to be a little bit more aware and selective on the sellers that we do try to get on the contract, because we can't just get anything on the contract now. So sweet. So with that being said, I'm very curious. Does anyone have any like sellers they need help talking to? Because I'm kind of in the mode of this week, I gotta like buckle down on making sure I get back to a couple sellers that we were talking to. But I would definitely love to either do some live cold calls or live negotiations with, even if it's just an interested need. Got the checks.
I got one.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah, I got one. I'll send it to you. It's a white Palm Bay lot.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. Let me get it. Let me get the address.
And have you texted the seller or talked to him at least?
Yeah, he sent me everything. I brought him down to 40. He wants 42.5. I didn't agree to that, so I would like to bring him down as low as we can, to be honest. Hold on.
And also, this would also be a good good role play from the standpoint of, like, even if he doesn't accept, because if it's a white lot in Palm Bay, he probably needs to be closer to 30, 35.
I agree. So hold on, which is crazy because I'm gonna send you the number right now too. I originally told him I was like, I might just pass up on this one. There's another one I'm working on though. Because I know eventually I could circle back around to this one. Because he is motivated. I will tell you that. So take a stab at it if you want. He's definitely motivated though.
And you already got a buyer lined up for this? If we do luckily get him to come to his senses, do you?
Yeah, actually I do. I have my own personal buyer, and I could throw it to Derby if she wants to, but I know how Jay is, so you know how that go.
Mm-hmm. And it should be coming out hopefully earlier than last time. So let's go ahead and see. This is all right. Perfect. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna just call him from my phone since it's easier. Anthony says he needs help conquering 5 acres in Jackson, Texas. Great. I'll help you with that right after this call. Anthony. All right. 561. 561. 75A.
I like to get them down to 30, to be honest.
Oh yeah, 30 is probably where we need to go for this one.
Hello,
Hey, good afternoon. How are you? This is Francisco.
Francisco.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Bart.
Hey, Bart. Yeah, you were speaking to my partner in regards to a vacant piece of land in Palm Bay. I was just giving you a call about that.
Oh, yeah, I'm not buying, I'm selling.
No, yeah. We were interested in buying it from you potentially if we can maybe come into agreement on price. Just wanted to call and get some more information from it.
Sure, I'll give what I can. What do you need to know?
Awesome. So, do you know if it has access to city water or city sewer?
No and no.
Gotcha.
That's what I understood. Yeah, we've been up there and the only good, it does have, I forgot what I was just gonna say. Paved road, yeah, that's the only road around there. Seems like it's paved, closed, oh, close to public, everything.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I see it's on luckily, yeah, I'm looking at the area right now, just taking a little look around in the area. I mean, the area doesn't really show a lot of development, but it does look like a good opportunity for us to kind of, build maybe one of our starter homes and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I think is going on up there. I think we've done our homework, my wife and I. We've been up there, and I'm telling you, there's something going on big time because you're one of about 100 people in the last year or so who've tried to contact me.
Mm-hmm.
So something's going on, no question
Gotcha.
about it. Development, pre-development. Okay. Anyway,
That is
yeah,
so.
my
I'm
wife's
I'm
gonna
I'm
talk
one
to
of
me.
I'm one of many. Are you saying you're saying if I'm hearing that correctly?
Yeah, absolutely. So what are you thinking in terms of price?
Well, I'm very curious. I mean, if 100 people contacted you and you weren't able to get into an agreement, or like have you
Well, it's
came
so,
close?
excuse me. Here. No, they don't do this to me. I'm on the phone, but ask the question.
Yeah, hi.
Hey.
How much you interested in buying it for?
Well, if I get an opportunity to figure out what number will make you guys say yes, but I don't want to take a shot in the dark and
Why
miss.
don't you do your research and find out about the property instead of asking us about it? You know what I'm saying? Do your homework and call us back and give us a price.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. So I can give you a price today, but I definitely will want some feedback if I were able to give you a price today, if that's what you're asking me to do.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I'll give you all the feedback you want. Yes or no. That's what the feedback is.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, we'll have to pretty much be somewhere in the ballpark of 30 and 35. I'm on the city's website right now checking if it has utilities, and it looks like we will have to install septic on here. So with that, if that is the case, and once we confirm that, that's the ballpark that we will need to be at in order to make something work.
I'm sorry, my throat's 30 to 35 is not gonna do it. We've had much bigger offers. So maybe go back to your your guys can figure something out if you really want it.
Okay, so if we were to compete
'Cause
with,
I mean, we don't need the money, so we've held it for 20 years, so that's where we are, okay?
no, I definitely understand that. So if we were to compete with one of the existing offers that you have, what number would we have to beat, and what was the hesitation of taking
Just
that
about
number?
40. You got it?
I didn't hear that. Say that one more time.
Just about 40?
Okay, so are we talking what, 39.2, 39.5, or they're just throwing out 40?
Bart, was it 40 even?
He offered 40 even, and I said I wanted 40.
Okay, it was 40 even, and he wanted 42.
Gotcha. Okay. So I mean I do think at this time that is a little bit of a stretch, but I mean if you guys are open to maybe, meeting in the middle, I think that's something that we could probably swing, but it'll be really tough the fact that we have to install septic on it. Did this other offer, did they put it in writing or show you guys proof of funds by chance?
I didn't talk to them, my husband did. So did they have proof of funds? He didn't even get back with them yet.
Oh, okay. I mean, well, I mean, we could put something in writing, and then we can also
Like
go ahead.
That's what I'm negotiating with this guy.
You're negotiating 42.5, but
He said 40.
you haven't called him back, is what you're saying.
waiting to hear from him.
Oh, okay, he doesn't have a lot of answers to those questions.
Well, no, that's fine. I mean, the reason I asked is just because, like obviously I want to make sure that, whatever I offer you, I'm able to deliver on. But if these other people just offered and didn't deliver, I really don't want to take them into account.
Well,
If
you know
that's
what? I started a folder on written offers.
Mhm.
I'll go through it again and see what I see, but
Okay. So if we were to put something in writing, if we were to put something in writing together that basically stated that we will be willing to come up, let's just say, 32,000 and close in 30 days, what would you do with that
what would I
information?
say to that?
Yeah,
I'd say we're not even in the same ballpark.
because we're $7,000 apart or 8,000, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I
Okay.
mean, you were talking 39.9. I mean, that's pretty close to 40, but he wants 42, but who knows? Proof of funds. I mean, the things that I have in my folder are big companies that are looking into it. And like he said, we get calls we've got 2 calls today already,
Mhm.
you know? It's almost annoying.
No, yeah, I definitely understand, and I don't want to add to that annoyance. It doesn't sound like right now is a good time. It looks like you guys are still exploring your options, and obviously that's your prerogative. So we could just circle back. I know I'm one of many, but I would definitely like to put something serious on the table for you guys to consider. And then that way, whenever you guys are ready or you do want to evaluate, serious offers for people that are just throwing out numbers out there, I'd definitely like to be, in consideration. I do know that we're not exactly where we need to be at, but I am very confident that we can get this to the closing table at that price range.
I came up with 47 because I looked at the map of who's offering what for their lots, and I wasn't sure how to compare those lots to mine. So we drove up there,
Mhm.
and they're like back, not even on a paved road, we're on a main paved road that leads straight to new construction of strip malls and things and Publix and that sort of thing. So it seemed to me if they're asking 47 back there, why shouldn't we be less,
Yeah.
happy with like 42, and that's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
No, yeah. And then I think the only factor that, can account for that difference is the lots that you're probably looking at sold for 57. They probably have city water, meaning that, we don't have to install.
We drove by there, believe me. If they don't even have a paved road, they certainly don't have sewer and water. They're right behind us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking. I can send you the website, and then of course you can verify this information on your own.
Yes, please.
But the city of Palm Bay actually has what they call a GIS map that allows you to just kind of put in the address, and then it will tell you if it's septic needs to be installed, city water, or city water sewer, and then yours is pulling up as a septic tank will need to be installed. So that would be
Yeah. Everything in that area is septic.
Yeah, so that would be the difference in
You
price.
show me this map. It tells me who has water and how close they are to us.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I'm gonna send you over this link, and then it's all color coordinated, by the way. So if
Okay, great.
yeah, so blue lots mean city water, and then green would signify that it's city water sewer.
Is the legend there so I can
Yeah.
read it? I mean, because you're telling me green, you're red. I'm not going to remember that 5 minutes.
I definitely understand. So yeah, it's also color coordinated on the website as well too.
All right, just send me the link to the website and I'll take a look at it and see what we can come up with.
Perfect. All right, will do. Thank you so much.
What's your name?
My name is Francisco, like San Francisco.
Okay, Francis, San Francisco.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And who do I have to play? And what was your name? I got Bart's
Kathy
name.
and Bart.
Say that one more time.
Kathy and Bart. It's on the records.
Cat. Okay, yeah, I see Bart's name. I just didn't see. Okay, perfect. Kathy and Bart. And then you guys mentioned that you drove up there. Where you guys drove from, out of curiosity?
Jupiter.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay, so you guys are in Florida.
Yeah,
Okay, great. So, I mean, I guess you guys are just gonna hold out until you get someone that pays 47, or do you what do you guys have tried so far trying to sell it or get rid?
he's come down to 42, that's all I can tell you.
Gotcha. Okay, great. And then I guess my last question, I know obviously you guys have to do your own research and we'll send you over the link, but did you guys have initial plans for the property when you know maybe first building on it? What changed from the moment you guys bought it to up until now?
Uh, we bought some property 20 years ago. We sold the other property for a good invest, good profit. Bart wouldn't hold on to this, and of course, you know what happened in the recession.
Yeah, no, I
So
definitely
it was
understand.
it's just been. I mean, we haven't had to pay hardly anything for taxes or utilities. I mean, now we're paying something for utilities, but I don't know what utilities they are. Do you? I don't know.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. So the Palm Bay has, because we're heavy into the development space with this, especially first-time home buyers in that particular area. So they probably are going to, assess some fees for, utility services out there as well.
Yeah, I don't know what they are. I never even looked into it. I just started paying it. Was it a year ago, 2 years ago? I don't know. It just started coming.
Yeah.
3 years ago. I can't. No, maybe months. Maybe it's only been months. I have to look at my files. You see how much I've really paid attention.
No,
So
100%.
I'll go look at my files, see when I started paying these utilities. To ask them, call them, and ask them what I'm paying for.
Great. No, I totally understand that. And real quick before we just end up in closing, I do want to just say that I appreciate, you coming on the phone and, talking to me a little bit. I do want to,
a little bit. This is the first time I've talked to anybody a little bit. So yes, you are a good salesman. All right, I'm gonna hang up now because he's got another call coming through on his phone here.
All righty. Talk soon, Kathy.
Okay, and what's your name again?
My name is Francisco, like San Francisco. I'm gonna send you a card in the mail with my pretty face on it so you can remember.
There you go. Perfect. Okay, thank you.
All right. Talk soon.
Don't forget the link.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye.
All right. So Shane, you might just have to kind of like follow up with them and just kind of like it sounds like the wife wears the pants in the relationship. But yeah, you might have to just politic with the wife a little bit.
It looks like she was almost there.
Yeah.
She's getting close.
Yeah.
Because you offered information that can help them make an informed decision. You seemed probably, other than some of the other calls they got, that you gave them something that they can sink their teeth into.
Correct.
And I like how you brought up what was that, proof of funds, things like that.
Yeah. And oftentimes that's kind of like my rebuttal to where, people say, oh, they got other offers. Okay, if it wasn't in writing, I don't really care about it. That's just a nice, polite way to say that's irrelevant. So yeah, that's just another way to kind of neutralize that, because then again, even if they don't go with someone else, or even if they don't go with me, now they at least, to your point, have something to kind of like go off to vet them out. Because it's one thing to kind of say, hey, I want to, offer you 42, but if they talk to 100 people and they just been hearing numbers and no one's actively trying to execute on them, they need to kind of know, like, okay, there's a difference between someone that can offer you something and someone that can deliver on something. And matter of fact, I might say that on the next call.
I like that.
Yeah,
that was slick right there.
I did not pre-plan that, but yes. But yeah, I mean, Kat, you'll run into a lot of people like Kathy, which is why I'm a big fan of just, talking to them after you get some interest. So Shani, I wouldn't even, to me personally, you can just follow up with, even, you don't have to mention me or anything like that, but you could just kind of like politic and, go back and forth. She seemed very direct, so I had to be very direct also with the price range. But you also kind of want to try to see, like, okay, well, are you guys just going to keep on accepting 100 more offers? Are you going to keep on sitting on it? It's not doing anything. If she would have been a little bit more maybe I could have found another way to
He
insert
wants
this. One
to
of the things.
he really wants to sell it, and I don't know if she's aware of that because he reached out to me over the weekend and was like,
Mm,
"Hey, I'm still interested in selling. I'm ready to let it go," type of thing, you know. And
mm,
she's just like, "Yeah, I just I want the money," and it's like, from the sound of you guys, you ain't gonna be around that much longer. So,
right.
Hey, Shani, did you hear that she mentioned 39.9? Did you hear that part?
yeah, yeah,
So what do you think about that, getting it like
she
39.5 or something like that?
Nah, she's not gonna get it because here's the thing. I have different buyers in that market, right? And though we
Mhm.
have one main buyer who at some point, is taking them and he's taking them at a very high price. And then I have another buyer who's taking them very, very, very low and always has. He gets his lots for dirt cheap. So and that's the scale and that's the thing right there. So when a lot of us are in markets like that and then we're just throwing out numbers, we're also not realizing that other buyers aren't just they're just not. Honestly, the lots aren't even worth what they're asking for.
No,
Not even
yeah.
remotely
Oh,
close.
It's just gonna sit there. To be honest,
Hmm.
yeah, it's gonna sit on
so
the
was she
market.
talking about 47? Was she talking
That
about
was the
something that was,
original. Yeah, that was the original when I first reached out to them and I was like, "Excuse me?" I was like, "Yeah, I don't think so." I've been in that market for over 2 years, so I'm very familiar with the Palm Bay market. So I like when I see an address come through and I already know which market it's in, like that I know Palm Bay like the back of my hand now, and I already know like, nope, that's not gonna work. So
okay.
yeah.
Hmm. And then also just finding, unique ways to kind of like build rapport, and then just get them talking. To be honest, it's crazy that 100 people couldn't talk to her, reached out, and then can't have an 11-minute conversation with her.
So
So
he
they're
handed her the phone though. He's telling Shani one thing and you guys another. Somebody put in the chat, sounds like if you need to text him, like text one if you're alone, text two if you're not. That's pretty
what?
good.
That's what that's Shani. You might need to do that for real whole time.
I am dead.
That's crazy. Oh, but yeah. But anytime you're dealing with like husband and wives like that is always going to be a little bit difficult because clearly to Shani's point, they have two different agendas. You know what I mean? So but what I will say is that they're definitely there, but I would definitely put them as because technically we're only like $7,000-8,000 apart. I was trying to be gracious and be like, I could come up to 32. You know what I mean? But if she's stuck on 40, it's like, okay, do you want to be hard headed and get it done, or do you want to get it done and get
I
some money?
think I think that's greed personally. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't need it. 30K is a lot regardless. Somebody go, yo, you want 30K? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And
Like,
you're not even gonna walk away with that after paying Uncle Sam. So let's just come down to
uh-huh.
reality to figure out that
Oh,
this is what
that
it is.
part. Yeah,
Mhm.
that
Right.
part.
Hey, quick
So
question. Your Palm Coast buyer, no main roads, right?
nah, main road.
Okay. All right.
Sweet. All right. Anthony had a 5-acre deal. He needed a comp. Let me go ahead and pull this up. You said this is in Jackson County, right? Well, hold on. Wait, let me find his thing. Is that the city or is that the county, Anthony?
It's the county.
County. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, for some reason I can't get sound on my computer. I'm on my phone with sound right now, so I don't know what's going
Okay.
on.
Go back here real quick. And then what's the story with this? What's the seller's story with this one?
Yes, he has sent it into my capture page that he wants to get an offer.
Oh, okay. Does it start with the R and it ends with the AC thing?
No, I brought it up under land.com just that way.
No, I'm talking about the APN.
The five AC is 5 acres. So it's APN R16 263.
Oh, okay. Okay, got you. Okay. Okay, perfect. Oh, but Texas is a non-disclosure state.
Yeah.
Oh, but this is pretty huge though. it's with the pumping 5. You said it's 5 acres?
Yeah,
Anthony, this is
That's-
pulling up 665 acres for me.
wow. The gentleman's name is Timothy Hanley.
Okay, no, this is all right. Yeah, that ain't it. Because oh wait, hold on. Oh, you gotta look at this. I see what's going on here.
Yeah, Texas is kind of weird sometimes. You go to land through land.com and stuff, it throws you all kinds of stuff.
All right, so you see what's in the red, right? So Anthony, I'm not gonna be much of help, but I'm always curious to learn because I definitely. So look, the parcel ID popped up this person's name, right? And then obviously this, you see where it's highlighted in red.
Yeah.
But then the person that you're talking to, this is definitely some Texas stuff. Only in Texas would you find stuff like this. Look, you could see that it looks like his property is like it's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like inside another property. You see what I'm talking about?
Looks kind of like an uncompleted subdivide.
Yes, it looks exactly what it is because his particular one doesn't have access to the road, and I don't even know what this is right here. You see how it says Contrail JMEST. It's like connected to this, and then everything else is like.
It looks like the guy's sawing off pieces. The original owner's sawing off chunks, and they're not recording them correctly, possibly.
Yeah, so this will definitely be a tough sell, because if all of these people, yeah, this is some textbook Texas stuff. But overall, the property seems like,
yeah.
I mean, overall, it looks like a very good opportunity if you can maybe get in contact with like the bigger owner, and then figure out like, okay, like I can't imagine all of these people are using a land that's within a land. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you got these folks right here, and they got the most unfavorable piece, to be honest. Because there's no, maybe if you go on the side, let me annotate real quick. You see
So,
like this section
Francisco,
right here?
you said there's no access to that? I see the road right. What
Hold
is
on,
that? Something
gonna-
Avenue?
I'm gonna have it in blue. So you see
Okay.
where my blue marker is at?
Okay, I
Where I'm
see it now.
highlighted? Okay, so this is like basically doesn't look like it has any road access right there.
Mm.
So if this guy wants to sell, I mean, I will try to see if he can put you in contact with the person that sold him the lot. Because hopefully the person that sold him the lot owns this bigger chunk right here. You know what I mean? And then if you're willing to do the work, what I would do if I had this lead would contact all of these other people, and Mountain, Katie, Weeks, this person, these two people up here, and see if they want to kind of like sell, because this whole thing could possibly maybe be, subdivided or sold to a developer or a builder. 665 acres is a lot. Or maybe even work with the owner to properly divide this, because you got road frontage right here, and then you got it on the other side a little bit, or maybe not. I don't know if this is a road. It looks like it. How far? Where is this? What city is this in? Is this just in the country?
Yeah, it's just county.
Oh, okay. So this is out there. Okay.
This is once Catalan, I think.
Oof. Are you out this way? Are you in this market?
No. I mark all over the country. I was just trying to get some help on this one because this one kind of threw me for a loop. And
Yeah.
there's not a whole lot of active for sales there either. If you go to Zillow and try to bring up for sales, there's not a whole lot for sale. But it's the county's showing it possible value of the 100,000, which
For
I
the whole
find
thing.
odd for the 5 acres.
Oh wow.
And
Yeah, the five
unless
acres.
they're confusing the 5 acres with the 600 and something acres.
Yeah. And to be honest, I mean, let me see. It's a whole bunch of weird stuff going on over here. Does it have any wetlands?
What are you looking at it through?
Land portal.
Okay.
FEMA floodplain. Okay, so not a lot of it is in a floodplain, which is good. Is this the road access right here? Nope. Oh,
Hey, Francisco, did you see the tax assessed value of it?
let's see. It pulls up. Hold on. Looks like the total market value right here. The what I would do for this, Anthony, is I would definitely try to just see like if the Timothy guy can put you in contact with the person who actually owns this, because the only
Mhm.
thing that I would say would be beneficial for something like this is selling it off in chunks, or maybe to a developer that maybe I don't see. Is there any other activity here in the area? What city is this in? I don't even see no houses here. This is just straight land. Does anybody live out here? That is crazy.
There's a few folks there here and there.
But see, but honestly, I would like when I say spend some time on this, I won't spend. I'm
Mm.
like, you gotta, obviously manage it. But I think it's an opportunity worth exploring. You would probably have to do some research on the area just to see, like, okay,
Mhm.
what this
Call
warrant
it.
like. Yeah, what this warrant? You would just have to do some research on the area as far as like what this
Yeah.
warrant, like a D.R. Horton or KB Homes or
Mhm.
one of those national builders. Would it warrant them buying this piece of land and building a big community in there? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
All right. Thanks.
Yeah. And then the only other thing I can think of is maybe subdividing it, but you probably want to that's probably going to be an extensive thing too, because you have to reach out to the other individual owners, get them to get on board, and then re-subdivide it or subdivide it correctly.
Yeah, a lot of counties in Texas will allow you to do subdivides on a draw out. That might be what happened here. That might be what happened here.
Mm-hmm. Because I don't know what type of crisscross stuff they got going on over here. Like his stuff just hold on, let me see if I could draw. Like right here, I've never seen nothing like this right here. Where it's like this person property ends and then it just goes into Timothy stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, that's weird. But I mean, it's definitely a good look, because imagine if you can sell this off and we might not see you again, Anthony. You pull this off.
Either that or on a rubber room.
Right. But no, I mean, it's definitely a good opportunity. If you just probably have to, research and see like, okay, would this warrant, a national home builder coming in and building, houses around here, building roads and stuff like that. You let them take all the risks. You just have to figure out if it's feasible to even present it that way.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
How does Land Portal stack up to ID.land?
So me personally, I would prefer it over Land ID, just for the simple fact that Land Portal does have a little bit more stuff that you can do. Can you run comps on Land ID or no?
If I get into the higher programs, yeah, I'm on the basic plan.
Oh, okay. I think because I was with Land ID for a little while, and I do like their map feature, but other than that, at the time of that I canceled, I didn't see any features for them to run comps. I don't know if that's changed since then. But if it has, yeah, I would say it's pretty comparable now because you could just with this one, it's going to be a little bit difficult, but you could just run an AI report, comp report, and then of course you could still do it manually as well too. But I just like to be able to kind of see what they have, and then you just go to comp report, and then sometimes it it happens pretty instantly, and then sometimes it takes a while, and then oh okay, boom, it's done, and then it just gives you a full report. I still like to look at this report and then still do it manually just to kind of check, and then you can kind of see this is what they're evaluating it as, and then they only looks like they have one comp for 351 acres that
Yeah,
sold
yeah,
back in 2023 for 1.5,
yeah.
and it took them
Okay,
132
cool.
days. So
Yeah.
and then
Well, thank you very
roughly,
much.
no problem. And then roughly with bigger tracts of land, as you can see, the price per acre tends to get smaller with bigger tracts of land.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
naturally, yeah.
yeah, so you
Can
might
you
have to.
can you pull data out of Land Portal?
Yes, you could skip trace. You could skip trace, and you can export.
Okay.
Yep. Anybody else got anything that they want to share?
Francisco, what happened to the guy that was supposed to be on today?
Yes, Sean Castro. So I followed up with him, and he did not get back to me yet as far as like confirming definitively like could that he could come on today.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna follow. Me and him actually have a mutual friend, so I'm gonna go through my mutual friend and see if I can get him to like get on his schedule and commit to like a Tuesday. But he did say he would do it. He just didn't commit to a time yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but that I'm actually excited for as well too, because I'm very curious. I know what he does, but I'm also curious to learn how he does it, because he does probably manage a lot of relationships with real estate agents, as you know. Like I told you a little bit about him, he just does his whole business through real estate agents. So
Mm.
I'm actually curious
Yeah,
to
I
learn.
seem to be meeting a lot of real estate agents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna reach out to him. He did confirm, but yeah, I just have to get an actual date, a definitive date from him. So hopefully we can log that in soon.
So do these calls
Okay.
happen on a weekly basis?
Yes, every week on Tuesday, from Tuesday
Okay,
2
cool.
p.m. EST to 3 p.m. EST.
Very fantastic.
Absolutely. And then yeah, guys. So me personally, if it was up to me, I would just love to call sellers for you guys all the time that you guys actually talk to and need help talking to. Just because that's make it fun because that will benefit you guys as well too. And then you guys can go out and do your own thing with sellers and stuff as well too. But yeah, Sean Castro.
I enjoyed listening to them because I learned a lot.
Oh
The
yeah.
techniques that you use and things and I listen to what they say and then I start thinking in my head, okay, what would I say when they say that? So
And then you also
Well,
know, like, if you ever wanted to role play and practice, Chat GPT got like a voice AI that you can like communicate back and forth with too.
oh yeah, for some reason I have limited time on that, but I never thought about doing that. Let me
Y'all
do that.
never, y'all can have full blown conversations with Chat GPT. Y'all didn't know that?
mhm.
Well, yeah, I mean, with my phone, I have an Android. Okay, don't kill me for that. But
No.
Android, it's to use the voice. I named her Imani.
Oh
Imani can
yeah.
get a little beside herself. Sometimes she doesn't behave well and give me the information I need. So I said, I'm gonna have to, put you. You need to take a nap right now. Get some rest. She says, okay. So, but
Yeah.
Pi
Uh,
is like that.
a,
Pi,
a
Pi.
a lot of the AIs don't want to give you answers all the time. They want to give you the shortest answer possible.
Yeah.
You gotta
You
know
have to
how to get
re-ask
it
it.
out
Yeah,
of
yeah,
them.
yeah. You have to ask the question. I found being kind of blunt, like, why aren't you giving me the full answer? And she'll go, oh, I'm sorry. And she'll give you the whole thing.
Yeah. So and now it does still it does need some work because sometimes they'll get a little buggy and sometimes they'll like kind of to Anthony's point not necessarily do all of the things that you needed to do. But I'm kind of like well, I want to kind of experiment a little bit more and see how far it can go because look, let me test it out real quick. Hold on.
The new one called
Hey,
Perplexity too.
hey,
You
can
can
you
do
give
that
me
with
a full
Perplexity too?
breakdown?
Yeah.
Hey, can you give me a
Okay.
full breakdown of your capabilities as a voice chat GPT? I want to do some sales training to help my real estate skills and wholesaling land, and also some of my colleagues. What would you recommend, or how would you recommend us role playing with you to perfect our skills and talking to sellers using you as your voice with your voice capabilities?
Absolutely. Let's dive in. My capabilities as a voice chat GPT. As a voice enabled chat GPT, I can basically serve as your conversational partner in real time. That means I can listen to what you're saying and respond naturally, just like we're doing right now. I can help with role playing scenarios, answer your questions, and even give feedback on how you're structuring your pitches or handling objections. In terms of role playing for wholesaling land and real estate sales, here's a solid approach. One, setting the scenario. You can describe a specific situation you want to practice, like calling a potential seller who's a bit skeptical or a buyer who's on the fence. Once I know the scenario, I can act out the role of the seller or buyer. Practicing the conversation. We can go back and forth just like a real conversation. You can try out different sales techniques, ask me questions, and I'll respond as naturally as possible based on the persona we're practicing. Getting feedback and tips. After a role play round, I can give you feedback on what worked well and what might be tweaked. For instance, I can help refine your spin selling questions or suggest ways to build rapport more effectively. Recommended approach for your team. For you and your colleagues, you can set up a series of sessions where each person takes turns,
Sweet.
role playing.
All right, thank you.
Very welcome. I'm glad to
okay.
help.
All right.
Whenever you and your
All
team
right.
are ready to jump into
All
those
right,
role
dude.
plays,
You're
just let
doing
me.
too much. All right. But yeah,
When
you
you
can
do
talk-
that though, Francisco, they just give that long ending.
what? And I'm like, all right, bro, we get it. But yeah, you can have full conversations with it. I mainly just do it, and it's almost like you know how like you could use the voice to speech to do stuff,
Yes. Yeah.
like send text. That's kind of like what I use it for. If I don't want to send
Okay.
like a lengthy email or whatever the case may be. But yeah, that's primarily what I use it for. But I'm very interested in learning, you know, other ways you could use it, and that's one of the ways as well too. So yeah,
Okay.
Shani, go ahead.
I got one more for you. Support St. Lucie Loud if you want to call her.
Oh, poor St. Lucie. Come on, let's go.
All right. Here's the number.
Thanks, Shani, for all the because I'm enjoying these calls.
Oh, you're welcome.
Shani be getting to it. All right, perfect. Where's her address at?
Hold on.
Washington, D.C. number, isn't it? And I think the number's in chat, Francisco.
No, I'm talking about the address.
Oh,
I know it's in Port St. Lucie, but just want to see the address.
It's there.
Okay, down. Elderberry. How much does she want for it?
She didn't say. I got stuff coming through right now. While I'm on the call, so she just said to call her. She did pay 90 for it back in the day, just so you know. So it might be a go if she ain't got no tortoises on it.
Fingers crossed. Got 135 for you, Miss Beverly.
Nice, because I got a buyer at 130. So let's move and
Oh.
shoot.
Oh shit. All right, hold on. Let me see. 202 446 5835.
Hello?
Hello. Yes. Hey, Miss Beverly. This is Francisco. I was calling about your Port St. Lucie lot.
No, everybody's calling this number. It's not. I'm not familiar with that, but every day is the same. They calling me. It's not the right number.
Oh, okay. So you're not the person that owns it.
No. I'm trying to apply back to let you know that the person is not getting the message.
Oh, okay. I am so sorry. These people keep on blowing up your phone like that.
That's all right. That's all right.
Uh,
Take care. Have a good one.
you as well. Have a good day.
All right. Bye-bye.
Oh, she was so
Wow.
nice. Nah, but yeah, that's how people be though. Sometimes they just be wanting to cuss people out. Well, but she seemed nice though. At least she was nice about it.
She was nice. I got cursed out before. Plenty. Yeah, it's not fun. So when they say call me, I don't even call them because I don't want to get cursed out.
Yeah, I will say with cold calling, it is I like cold calling after they confirm the text. I do not like cold calling is not necessarily fun when you have to do it back to back and start the conversation from scratch. But I would try to make just a game out, not a game as far as playing with these people, but don't take it too serious from a standpoint of you just, I don't know what it is. I just feel like, I like to watch a lot of witty shows. Like one of my favorite shows is called Suits. And the main character, Harvey, he always got to come back for everything. So when I cold call, I just pretend that I'm Harvey, the black version of Harvey. You should do guys definitely watch. He always got to come back for everything. And then just make light of the situation, try to make light of it and then figure out, pay attention to, their accent, see how they sound. Like me, I'm a big person that's into linguistics. So I'm always intrigued by different walks of life.
Somebody's got their mic open.
Yeah, I just muted it.
Okay.
I'm always just intrigued. I'm naturally intrigued by, where people are from or, their background and stuff like that. So those are one of my things that I listen for to kind of build rapport, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So even if they do cuss me out, I'm like, dang, you cussed me out just like a New Yorker would. Pretty cool. And then that just kind of this, that may disarm them. That may not. But yeah, I don't try to take cold calling too serious because it's you're never gonna see these people ever again. And most of these people who knows what we're catching them doing where we're calling them anyway. You know what I mean? They could be in the middle of doing God knows what. Which is crazy. But yeah, I would just try to make it a game and not be too much in your head about it.
So Francisco, how can she get the right number? If that's truly the wrong number, then how would she get the correct number for the landowner?
I would definitely say re-skip tracing it, going through another provider.
True People Search. I used to do True People Search.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is that what you did? Okay.
Sometimes I do. It's pretty accurate. It's always it's 90%, 95% of the time accurate. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. And then if you get a wrong number for whatever reason, you can just try another provider and then try to see if you legitimately need to get, because this is a prime example, right? So this is the wrong number, but we need to find the right number for the right person that owns this lot. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't necessarily throw this lead away. I would just mark it as a wrong number. And then everyone does this differently, or they may or may not do this, but all of the wrong numbers, those are opportunities that you need to compile and try to get in front of the right person. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, that's just another form of recycling data that you could do. And then you'll be good to go. Sweet. All right, guys. Well, I feel like this call was super productive today. Definitely enjoy you guys bringing some leads that we can analyze. Because ultimately, I want this time that we spend together to benefit you guys more than anything. So, if you guys have any opportunities you need assistance in, kind of maneuvering through, or just even questions in general, the more action you take, the more guidance you can get to kind of you know, take that next step. So super happy that this call went today the way it did. So shout out to Shani and Anthony.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, Shani and Anthony. Appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. And thank you, Francisco, for your time.
No worries. Sweet, guys. So we can go ahead and wrap up for today. We'll be back same time, same place next week, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m.
All right. Take care, everybody. Have a great one.
Thank
Sweet.
you.
Thank you,
too.
guys.
Peace.
Mhm.